Hey, this is Zoe Alexander with another senior interview. Are you nervous? You look nervous.
A little bit. No, I thought I was supposed to say my own name, so.
Oh, this is
Zoe Alexander.
for her senior interview. So let's get started. Tell them, well, you just told them who you are. Who are you? What do you like to do? Who are your parents? Do you have brothers? What's your pet's name? Do you play sports?
Okay, once again, I'm Zoe Alexander. My parents are Margot and William Alexander. I have two brothers, Mac and Jude. I play tennis and soccer. I have a dog named Lily, and that's really it.
Got it.
That's about it about me.
What are your plans after high school? College, job? What?
Let's see. Well, I'm going to OCC in the fall for about a year, probably, just to finish up my arts and science degree, associate degree in that. And then I'm going to, I don't really know where I'm going yet, but I plan to get a degree in fashion merchandising.
What do you want to do with that?
Either be like a merchandiser buyer for a major retail brand or department store, and eventually I want to be a personal stylist. So
Lots of personal stylist jobs opening up in Almain
that's why.
very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you tell us what your favorite high school memory is?
Favorite high school memory. I think. Getting best dressed. I was always best dressed
Always fashion.
senior year. Yeah.
All the hard work.
Yeah, from kindergarten till now. And now I will continue that for the rest of my life.
The grind never stops.
The grind never stops.
What about your biggest regret from high school? Which
I
is never as fun to talk about, but
Biggest
helps us
regret.
learn.
I think friendships as a whole, because I think it's, like I kept some friendships that I should have lost, or I lost some people that I think I kept close, and I just wish I would have, I think, managed that better. And like I've always had like this close core group of friends, but then I would have like also like a revolving, like I had this big friend group freshman year, then that changed to a big friend group sophomore year, and so I think it's just, I don't know. I think I lost some people that I really should have kept around.
It's always hard to determine
It's hard to determine,
Yeah.
like, who your, you know.
OG friends are.
Yeah, well, I always knew that, but then, like, who my OGs were, but I think it's just, you know, you always have, like, the acquaintances that, you know, you see in the hallway, but it's like you used to be good friends, and it's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
So,
I have so many more questions I want to follow up with that, but
you
it'll take too long.
can go for it if you want. If you wish
Post
to.
interview then.
Maybe part two.
Part two. What is your favorite youth group memory? Or favorite youth group trip, and then goes into
I think
favorite youth group memory.
I think it kind of depends on, like, if we're looking from like a faith growth standpoint, or we're just looking like when I had the most fun.
Well, the next question is, what's your biggest memory or thing you learned about God in the 4 years? So maybe just general favorite memory, youth group.
Favorite memory would probably be fake CIY.
Everybody loved that.
I
I'm so happy.
I love fake DIY.
That was last year's whenever it got
Last
canceled.
year when it got canceled, I just felt like everyone, like I felt like I really like got to know people more, and I really like hanging out with everybody.
You guys had a really cool night. It was like a serious night, but that was good.
Which one?
Got you all close together.
Out on like the deck?
When everyone was crying.
Oh,
Yeah, we won't go into it, but that's good.
happens.
Tears are great. They tell a story.
Tears are good.
So CIY is your favorite trip?
Actually, I was gonna say, yeah, that was probably my favorite trip. This year's ski trip was set up to be my favorite trip until I broke my arm.
Yeah.
But the setup was good. Didn't last all the way through,
Nope.
but you know.
One day, not even.
20 minutes in.
20 minutes. So sorry.
You
We
live
had
and
a
you
great
learn.
time at the hospital.
I had a great time at the hospital.
All right. Number one thing you've learned about God. This is where you impart your wisdom to everyone
Number one
else.
thing I've learned about God, I think is I think is I've learned that when I've focused really on what God wants for me, what He's telling me, I think I just find myself as like a more content, like positive person, I think. And I think that comes with just being involved in things, being involved in the church, being involved in the trips, and it's, you know, it's like self-discipline kind of thing. When I read my Bible every night, and it's just making time for God specifically, I've learned that I'm a more positive, content person than when I'm not. When I'm focusing on my own self.
Think you could pinpoint a moment where you felt like, how about this? Outside of a youth group trip,
Okay.
the closest to God you've ever felt, or how you just described that? You know what I'm asking?
Outside of a youth trip?
Yeah. Youth trips, it's kind of, it creates itself almost. But it's really cool that you're saying that you kind of create that outside of that, like on your own doing.
Outside the youth trip, when I felt closest to God?
Yeah.
There was this one time, I was younger, probably about late elementary school or early middle school, somewhere around there. And as a kid, I think I was like trying to be the perfect kid. Like I tried to, never offend anybody. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, just anything like that. And I felt so bad if I did, like so bad. It would just like make me like physically ill. Or like not just like hurting somebody's feelings, but it's like if I did something wrong, it just made me feel so bad. And then like one day I had like this like overwhelming like peace almost. Like I just felt like content and peace. And like it was like from then on I knew that like I couldn't do that to myself, and it was like God will forgive me, if I ask for it. And it was just like it was like really.
That's cool.
It was really cool actually. So that's that.
I didn't know that.
I didn't tell many people.
That's good. Now you've told the world.
Now I've told the world.
We just said what you learned about God? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I get off track. You know this.
Yeah. I mean.
One piece of advice, last question. One piece of advice that you would give current Elm Street youth group kids as they go about their day.
As they go about their day.
Or just in general. I don't know why I said that.
I think that wow. What wisdom am I going to impart on everybody? There's so much.
There's so much.
There's so much that I could say. I think it goes back to what I said earlier. It's just staying involved. And I know when you get about after middle school age and like high school, there's so much going on. It's like a choice if you come to church, or it's a choice, every Wednesday you could either go to work or you could come to church. And I think it's important for you to make decisions that like get you closer to God and get you plugged in still, because once you get to high school, numbers just kind of dip down and down and down about how many people are still here.
Once people get their license,
they
got so many other things they could do.
I think it's just important to stay plugged in as you get older. So.
Stick with it.
Stick with it.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're done.
We're done?
Yep. Thanks for watching. We'll have another one soon.